Hey everybody, Elise here, and I just got my new day planner from Plum Paper. I get my planners from here every year. They're completely customizable and I love them. This video is not sponsored. I just really like them and I think you will like them too. They're super high quality and they're totally customizable. You can do different layouts, different colors, different pictures on the front, get your name on the cover. It's very cool. So let's just do a little flip through and unboxing so you can see a little more clearly in a video than you can see on their pictures on their website. So here she is, my new box, my new planner. This is my fourth Plum Paper planner, and I've gotten a different one each time. One thing I do love about these is how they're packaged. These boxes are freaking sturdy. No mailman in history could ruin this, which is great because they're custom made. I did dent it a little bit, but I'm just that strong. Let's cut her open. Sturdy. So I went with a smaller planner this year. And a new pattern, so I'm super excited. But they really do package these so beautifully. Cute! They give you a card that is the cover material and it says "Try to rip me," which is just impossible. It's indestructible. How cute is that? It reminds me of American Psycho. Oh, that bastard. It's bone. So classy. Here's my design that I picked. This is all completely customizable. You can put whatever shapes, colors, styles. They have a million different patterns that you can choose from. And this one is the smaller, I think 6x8. And my last year's is bigger. It's like the 8.5x11. Regular page size. Last year's I went with a weekly layout and this year I went with a daily layout. If you go with the daily, it's obviously a shit ton more pages. If you go with the daily layout, just know that you can't add on any additional pages. Like in this, my last one, I have like bullet journal pages and graph paper and to-do lists and grocery lists and those kinds of things. You cannot add those on if you do the daily layout. So this is just a day planner with no additional pages. So be aware of that, and it's also more expensive. So usually I pay like $35, $36 for a planner, and then this year I spent $50. So I spent more, but I really wanted to try the daily layout really bad because I think it's gonna help me with the way that I like to plan. It has a clear protectant cover, your custom cover, which is like waterproof. You can't rip it, can't break it, can't scratch it. Super sturdy. So I have See Elise Plan 2021. What's great about these planners also is that you can start at any month. You don't have to do January to December. If you're like late, you can order it like March through March, whatever you want, which is great. You can also do 6-month planners, which would make a daily journal cheaper if you went for a 6-month planner rather than a 12-month planner. But I went with the full year because I'm bougie. So the other thing I want to say is you should do a pen test when you first get it and take like this first page or your last page and like write a few things and see if it smears. The paper is beautiful, it feels really good on, but certain pens do smear, especially if you have more of like a felt tip artistic pen, those can smear. So do a pen test when you first get it of all the pens in your house and see which ones look the best. You can also find videos on YouTube. I'll see if I can find some and I'll link them in the description box. So we got our full year, and then special events and dates for the full year each month. You can also choose if you want this to be colorful or if you want everything to just be kind of gray and neutral. And then we jump right in. And so it gives you a month view where you can write. I love this paper here. It's hard to show, but it's like kind of shiny and beautiful. So you can do your goals, your birthdays, events, things that are important for the month. You can do a big to-do list here, whatever you want. Another month view, you can do to-do things here if you want, goals for the month. And then here we are with our daily look. This is awesome. So this is different than my last year's planner. So every page is a different day. So over here is the first, over here is the second. You can, all of these headers, you can customize. I liked the ones they had, like today's priorities, today's schedule, meals, to-do list, this is kind of why I wanted the dailies, because that's really what I'm using a day planner for, is for to-do lists. I wanted to use this as like more of a journal than a day planner, if that makes sense. Hi, kitty. You crashed last year's unboxing too. Yes, you did. What do you want from me? All right, I turned off his kitty water fountain because it sounded like pee. I'm gonna turn it back on. Here's an up-close view of the daily page. So every day of the year has a page like this. The headers and titles, you can customize those as well. The pages are super high quality, they're super soft to the touch, and they flip really easily, and they never get snagged in the binding. Every month you have 2 different monthly spreads. This is the calendar view. They put the holidays in there for you, but you can customize those as well. You can have no holidays, you can add special ones, and then on the right side of each month, you have a space for to-do lists or whatever you want to write in that spot. At the end of the book, they give you a year in a glance page, like for the next year. So this is 2022. So in case you want to plan even further ahead, you can do that. And then the end of the book also has a file folder pocket. There's one on this side of the page. And when you flip it over, there's another one. So you can save little important documents or receipts or something throughout the year. The back cover is the same sturdy material as the front cover and has the same picture and the same clear protectant cover. So let me show you last year's just so you can compare and so you can see a different layout. So this one I did the weekly. I'll show you December so I haven't like written all over it. Here's what the vertical weekly spread looks like. So it shows the month, your to-do list, and then there's 3 or 4 days on each page. And I have it set to hours, so 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. and that you can change. And you can also have a horizontal layout if you don't like vertical. So lots of different options. And then I liked this down here with, and you could have like meal plan written right here. So this year I went with the more neutral palette. So everything's like grayish, bluish. And then this year I went with the more colorful because I'm like, dude, after this year that we had, I want some color in my life. I also love how sturdy the binding is. It's not just some like black plastic crappy binding, it's metal. And it's super thick and like you cannot bend it. And it's one solid coil that just keeps going. So you're not gonna have that moment where the ends of it pop out of the holes, which I hate. My OCD cannot handle that at all. So this is a super high quality binding, which I love. She's thick! Man, what a fat planner. Oh my God. So anyway, there's my planner. I hope you guys liked this and found it helpful. Check out their website. I'll link everything down below. This took me about a week and a half to get after I ordered, which is pretty amazing considering it's a pandemic and it's a custom made binder. That's it. I hope you guys have a great holiday season. Cheers.